We all have this idea of a better future, right? One with more success, more confidence, more freedom. But what if that future isn't some far-off place you have to get to? What if it's being built right now, brick by brick, in how you choose to spend these 24 hours?
And that's really the core idea here. You can dream up the most incredible life, but if your day-to-day is just a cycle of reacting and distractions, well, your future is going to look a lot like your past. For your life to change, your day has to change.
You know, that's the real choice we're making all the time. Every single minute is a vote. It's a vote for a life built on purpose or one that just happens. So the question is, how do we make sure we're casting the right votes? Let's break it down. Okay, so first things first. Any real lasting change has to start from the inside out. It's not really about what you do, at least not at first. It's about how you think and the systems you build for yourself.
I mean, just look at the difference. When you wake up late, your day is already in chaos mode. You're instantly reacting to notifications, to stress, to what everyone else wants from you. But when you wake up with intention, even just 30 minutes earlier, you totally flip the script. You start the day feeling in control with a sense of purpose instead of just playing defense all day long.
Now, this next idea, this is a total game changer. We're all taught to chase motivation, right? That burst of emotional fire. But here's the thing about motivation. It's fickle. It comes and it goes. Discipline, though, that's a system. It's logical. It's the rock-solid foundation you build by just showing up, especially when you don't feel like it. It's what keeps you going long after that initial spark of excitement is gone.
And this is a truth that our brains really fight against. We're wired to want new things, to chase excitement. But true mastery, the kind that changes your life, is built in the quiet, repetitive, and kind of boring actions. The greatest athletes, the most brilliant artists, they didn't get there by trying something new every day. Nope, they mastered the basics through relentless, focused practice.
So the main takeaway here is simple. Stop waiting to feel like it. Just imagine two people learning a new skill. The first one is super excited, dives in for a few days, then gets bored and quits. The other one, they just stick to a simple, maybe even boring, routine every single day. A few months later, everyone's looking at them saying, wow, you're a natural talent. But it's not talent. It's just the incredible power of repetition. All right, so once you've got that inner foundation of discipline, now we can start to actually architect our daily actions. This is where that mindset stuff starts to create real, tangible results. It's all about mastering your skills and your energy.
Just think about your attention during a typical day. When you're multitasking, checking your phone while answering emails while kind of half listening to a podcast, your energy is scattered all over the place. It's like sunlight spread out across a huge area. It's warm, sure, but it's not really powerful enough to change anything.
Now imagine taking all of that same sunlight, all of that same energy, and channeling it through a single, tiny point, just like a magnifying glass. All of a sudden, that gentle warmth becomes this incredibly intense, concentrated beam. And that right there is the power of deep focus. When you pour all of your mental energy into one single task with zero distractions, you're not just ticking a box. You're creating breakthroughs. You are literally starting a fire.
And here's the best part. You don't need to quit your job or magically find 10 extra hours in the day. The magic number is just one. One single, focused hour each day. That's it. Dedicated to learning a high-income skill, something valuable that people will pay for.
And just look at what that 1 hour does over the course of a year. The person who spent that hour scrolling social media, they're in the exact same spot they were a year ago. But the person who invested that hour in learning, their growth is massive. They have new skills, more confidence, way more options. It's the same amount of time, but it leads to a completely different life. But all that focused mental energy needs fuel, right? And you just can't have a sharp mind if your body is stagnant all day. Just 30 minutes of simple movement, a walk outside, a few stretches, it gets blood flowing to your brain, boosts your clarity, and totally resets your emotions. Seriously, next time your mind feels foggy or tired, don't grab your phone. Get up and move. Okay, so you've started to master your inner mindset. You're architecting your daily actions. But here's the thing, you don't live in a bubble. So the final piece of the puzzle is mastering how you interact with the world around you. And this is so critical to understand. The people you spend your time with are actively shaping your ambition and your standards, whether you realize it or not. If they're always complaining and making fun of discipline, your energy is just going to die. But if they're talking about goals and growth, your own standards are going to rise automatically. There is no neutral. So you might be thinking, What if I don't have that supportive circle around me right now? Well, you can still choose your environment. You can upgrade the voices you let into your head. Read books by brilliant people. Watch interviews with inspiring leaders. Consume content that forces you to grow. Stepping away from negativity isn't arrogant, it's self-respect.
And you know, one of the best ways to make all this growth stick is to share it. When you teach someone else what you're learning, you don't lose any of your own knowledge. In fact, your own understanding gets even deeper, your memory gets sharper, and you help make the whole room brighter for everyone.
So, we've talked about building our inner discipline, architecting our daily habits, and shaping our outer world. So where does all of this lead? Well, it leads to the ultimate project, building a life that is truly 100% yours.
And really, it's a pretty stark choice when you think about it. Most people spend their entire lives pouring their best energy, their best hours into someone else's project, someone else's company, and they come home exhausted with nothing left for their own dreams. The alternative? To decide to become a builder yourself.
Think of it like this. That one focused hour you put in every day, that's you laying a single brick. It doesn't look like much. The next day, you lay another. You just keep showing up, especially on the days it feels boring, and you lay another brick. Then, over time, you look up and there's a wall. Your skill is actually growing. And then one day you look up and realize, wow, you've built an entire structure, a skill, a business, a new version of yourself. And it's solid, it's valuable, and it's yours.
Because ultimately, time isn't just something you spend, it's who you become. Every single focused hour, every disciplined choice is a vote for the person you're going to be. So the real question isn't just what you're going to do tomorrow, it's based on the choices you're making today, who are you becoming?